Hello and welcome to our TJC Online. We're going to try something a bit different this week. So we've got some quizzes, we've got some challenges, and I think I need a co-host. So let me have a think. Who could I call on? I know. Andy. Let's have a look. Andy.
Hello.
Hello.
I was just drinking a cup of tea and ended up here. That's a bit strange, isn't it? Oh well. Yes.
So we're going to do a TJC session.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And I get to be in it then.
You get to be in it rather than behind the camera.
Hello. Yeah. True.
So I thought we'd start off with a quiz.
Okay.
A true or false quiz. Start with them. Okay, so the questions and the answers are going to come up on screen. There.
Not on my nose.
Not on your nose.
No.
Just there,
beside me.
there.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
And we'll see how you're doing with them. Okay,
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
So the first question we've got is one of the 10 Commandments is do not swear. Is that true or is that false? What do you think? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is?
Yeah, I thought so. It's definitely true.
It's true.
It's horrible.
You've got to think about the words that come out of your mouth. Okay. The second one is 10 Commandments rules were given to Peter the fisherman. Is that true? Or is it false? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is
False.
false. Really?
Yeah.
Who were they given to them?
Well, they gave them to Moses.
Oh,
You know Moses, don't you? The
Moses.
little kind of basket in the river and then like grew up in Egypt as a prince. And it's a long story, great read though.
Yes, absolutely.
And there's a good film about it too, Prince of Egypt.
The 10, so the third question is, the 10 Commandments can be found in the books of Exodus and Deuteronomy, but you can't say that.
Due to Caroline's, no,
Deuteronomy.
due to
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the answer to that is true.
Hey.
They can found in Exodus and Deuteronomy. And in fact, if you look through the Exodus, Deuteronomy, Leviticus, Numbers, there are a lot of laws in there. Some which make sense, some which made sense for the time, and maybe not for today.
Yeah.
But have fun looking through those. Okay.
Yep.
Next one is the 10 Commandments were written in soil. Is that true? Or is it false? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the answer is false.
Of course it was false.
Where were they written then?
Written in sand. It was written on a tablet. No, not on an iPad.
Oh.
Not on like these little Kindle-y things that you have nowadays. No, like when we went to school and we wrote, well, you wrote on slates and I'm in trouble.
He's in trouble. But yeah, they were written on big tablets of stone, and Moses brought those down the mountain. Okay, so next one is Moses read the 10 Commandments to the people via FaceTime. Is that true? Or is it false? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the answer is?
I know that. Definitely true. I mean, he would have had to say to them to their face, wouldn't they? Because he couldn't go on
No,
TV.
not that sort of FaceTime. I'm talking about on a tablet FaceTime.
Oh, that's a bit of a trick question. I was thinking FaceTime as in...
Well, you know what? If you're talking about when he actually came down the mountain and spoke to them, he did.
Yeah,
he
said
did.
to their face.
But he didn't say it through an app.
No, that's true.
No.
That
Okay.
would have been really
So actually, the answer to the question is false.
Yeah, it's false.
Okay. But I know someone, in fact, I know a group of people that can tell us the 10 Commandments so much better.
I like what you're thinking.
That's
yeah.
you!
You lot, yes!
You did a 10 Commandments. TJC does 10 Commandments.
It's
So
brilliant.
we're going to have a look at that
Mhm.
right now.
TJC's 10 Commandments.
Put God first. Do not bow down to idols. Rule number 3. Do not swear. Commandment number 4. Stop. Keep the Sabbath holy. Take a day off. Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On your father and mother. Yes, sir. Commandment number 6. Do not kill. Ay, ay, ay. Commandment number 7. Do not commit adultery. There are 2 in marriage, not 5. Number 8. Do not steal. The 9th commandment, don't lie. Not 5, not 4, but the 9th commandment, don't lie. Commandment number 10. Do not want what is not yours. Grabby, grabby, grabby.
So, did you see yourself on there? You were
No.
brilliant. You were absolutely brilliant.
I wasn't in it.
No, you weren't. But there were some real familiar faces in there.
There was. It was good
And
seeing
it was
you all
really
as well.
good to
And
see
it was really well
you all.
done too. Well done.
Okay. So, we are going to now, we're going to think about a story. Now, we talked about the 10 Commandments.
Yeah.
But in the New Testament, Jesus also gave us some rules
Yeah.
to live by. But I think you know a story about that.
I do know a story about that.
So in fact, I'm going to go and
Hey,
get a cup of tea.
that's mine. How did she do that? Oh my goodness, that's a bit scary, isn't it? Right, okay, what do I do? I'm bored, I'm nervous. She was telling me a story, wasn't she? Do you know what the good thing is? I know a story as well, so how about I tell you a story right now? Jesus once told a story to a crowd of people who asked, "Who is my neighbour?" And it went something like this. There was a man travelling along a road. He was a Jew. Out of nowhere, robbers jumped him and they took everything that he owned. And then they were so mean that they even beat him up so badly that he probably would have died at the side of the road. They were bad, bad men. So first of all, another man came down the road afterwards and saw the man lying there all hurt. What do you think he did? No, he didn't do anything at all to help him. Even though he was a priest from a local temple, he just moved to the other side of the road and carried on. Boo! So a second man came along. Surely he would help, as he was a Pharisee, a very important man who knew all about the law and the rights and wrongs of everything. And what do you think he did? No, he didn't do anything either. He just actually walked right past as well. And then next to come along was a Samaritan. Now, let's pause for a moment. 2 people that almost certainly wouldn't get on is Samaritans and Jews. It's kind of a little bit like Man United and Liverpool. It's like Gloucester Rugby and Worcester Warriors or something like that. They were rivals in a kind of strange way. There's no way that the Samaritan would help the Jew, would he? Well, actually, yeah, he did. He stopped. He bandaged up the man and he put him on his little donkey and took him to the nearest town and asked an innkeeper to take care of him and paid for him to be looked after. Wow! What a kind man! Jesus then asked the crowd, listening to the story, "Who do you think acted as a man's neighbour?" And they all agreed that it was the Samaritan. Now, I need a cup of tea. Now, what was that thing that she was doing again? It was something like, she went, "Ha! I can do it too."
Oh,
Do you know what though?
what's
Do you
that?
mind if I go for a wee while?
Okay, let me see if I can do it. You ready?
Yeah, cool, okay.
Wow, it does work. Well, do you know what? In the Bible, it says, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and the greatest commandment. And the second is like this. Love your neighbour as yourself. Love your neighbour as yourself. That's what the Samaritan did. It didn't matter to him who the Jew was. He knew that he needed help. And that's what Jesus wants us to do. He wants us to help other people. The moment we can't go out and maybe do all the things we want to help others, but maybe sending a card, sending a text, sending an email, letting someone know that they're loved, or maybe something that you've already done, putting a note in your window to thank the NHS or to thank any of the other key workers. We have to love everyone, and as God has loved us. Right, now I have got a challenge for you. Okay, this is your challenge this week. I want you to get a pack of cards. And I want you to see if you can build a tower with them. Okay, so you start off with you leaning them against each other. And then you get another set. And lean them like that. And then you get another one. Okay. And then you see if you can put another one on top of that. And you can see if you can get 3 at the bottom, then 2 and 1. You see, I don't think I can do this. Should we have a bit of a hold your breath moment? Oh, I can't do it. But I bet that you can. And do you know what? I know it fell down, but it does prove that it has a knock-on effect. So when you do something kind, when you do something good, it does have a knock-on effect to others. So that's your challenge for the week. Okay, so we're coming to the end of our session now. So I better get Andy back in, hadn't I? You ready? Hey!
Oh, my nose!
I'm doing really, really well at this,
Yeah,
aren't
you
I?
are.
I've to try this a little bit
Nose.
more. Okay, I think we should end this session with a prayer.
Oh,
Okay,
cool.
so I want you to do, and I want him to do, is we should put our hands together so we're not fiddling. Close your eyes so you're not distracted by people around you. And if you agree with what I say, then after I say amen, you and me can say amen too, which basically means I agree, and we want a big TJC amen. So let's do that. Eyes closed, hands together. Let's pray. God, we thank you that you've taught us, you've given us rules to live by. We pray that we'll be able to do that, Lord, and we thank you that for all the things that we can do for our friends and families and our neighbours. Amen. Amen. So we hope you've had fun watching this. We've had fun making it. So until next week, bye.
See you later.